You are now tuned into the world-famous podcast, The Laboratory.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You already know what time it is. It is me, PLA to the Z. And y'all already know how we do this time, man. I gotta give a shout out to my dog, S. Dot. What it do? What it do?
We here another day.
Yes, sir. Season 6, man. A beautiful day, man. We got another legend in the building, bro.
Yeah.
Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music, please.
Stop it.
Can I get a siren? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, aunts and uncles. We got a legend in the building. Up and coming legend.
Yeah.
But we already know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Traveled the world.
Yeah.
Knocking motherfuckers out, slapping motherfuckers out, running motherfuckers over, picking motherfuckers up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for Ellie Dempster in the motherfucking building. What it do, Ellie?
Welcome to the lab.
So much.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I get out of control with my intros. I'm sorry if I get a little long, but I'm working on it.
You gotta give them his flowers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to, man.
Probably one of the best intros I have ever had to this day. So we're gonna put that in the books right there.
You make me cry, Ellie. You gonna make me cry. Yo, man. So, like I said, man, we got Ellie in the building. Ellie, how's life?
Life's doing well, you know?
Yeah.
It's good. We've got lots of moving pieces. Super excited to get into all of it. But overall, it's been amazing. Very blessed to be where we are today. Very blessed to, be here on your podcast. And yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So for all my people who watching right now might be saying, okay, who is this lady that you bigging up? Can you give the people just a little background about who you are?
Oh my goodness. Well, I am a Powerslap athlete. I am ranked number 2 at the moment underneath Paige VanZant. Right now we're chasing, hopefully the championship for that. Otherwise, like you said, very well put, world traveler, been all over the place. We focus on doing a lot of good work moving forward, or like passing things forward for charities, and always looking for just different things, different ways to be able to promote other people and just be good, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw that you was also in Thailand. What you was doing in Thailand?
Yeah, so I actually just moved to America.
Damn.
Well, that's lately put, like 2 years ago now. So
Okay.
not just put. And I lived in Thailand for 7 years.
Okay.
And
Nice.
I worked with, I did a few things, but I worked with an NGO that rescued kids from sex trafficking.
Wow.
And that's actually kind of what got me into the martial arts side of things that, led me through here. But I was also a children's TV show host.
Really?
So I was doing both at the same time.
So how is that working with them kids?
Well, the TV show one was interesting because that was actually green screen work.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I didn't interact with anyone.
Okay.
So, and then working with the NGO, that's just, there's a piece of your heart that you don't know that you have until you experience something like that.
Damn.
And super grateful to be able to experience it because it's unlocked a part of me that forever moving forward, I've always got that grind. I'm going to, speak on behalf of them, speak on behalf of whatever for the rest of my life.
And that's why you're gonna continue to get blessed.
Thank you.
That's a fact. So you originally from Canada?
Yeah. Get the pen and paper if we're going to try to follow me.
Damn, so you've been everywhere, huh?
Yeah, I've been to over 50 countries now. And I've
Really?
lived in about 6.
Really?
Nice.
It's roughly
So
that.
What's your favorite country?
I was gonna say,
What's
where
your
do
favorite?
America rank on this?
Well, my favorite countries. My favorite, I would say, is Sri Lanka and New Zealand.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do
I've been
like
to New
them.
Zealand. It's nice.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Both islands. I was out there for a month, and it's beautiful. It's chill. It's
right?
Yeah, it's no crime. The crime rate is low if there's any.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't fucking
Beautiful.
with you. Huh? Ain't nobody trying to steal your Jordans and shit or nothing.
Not at all. They're doing their own thing.
Damn.
Right? They don't care. And
It's
there's
like
not
a
a single
forgotten
poisonous
country.
creature either.
Oh, really?
It's not who?
A single poisonous creature.
Really?
Yeah.
That says a lot, huh?
Hell yeah. That's
That's a
Right
lot of
beside
poison.
Australia.
Oh, wow.
That's a hell of a
Yeah.
man. I never knew that, man. So
Yeah.
wow, that just say a lot about America.
And what you like about Sri Lanka?
Wow, it's just so unexpected. Sri Lanka is an island for most people who don't. For some people who don't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Sri Lanka is an island just off of India. So if you imagine like a tenth of India, you get to experience their culture, the food, the everything, but like without feeling as overwhelmed as you would in India.
Because there's so many people in India.
Yeah, and it's just
really
there's a lot
third
going
world,
on.
huh?
Oh yeah,
India is. Huh?
India, yeah. Sri Lanka as well, but they it's just there's so few people, but you get to experience it all, like I said, without being overwhelmed. But there's also everything from like jungles that I didn't know that they had, and then they have surfing, and then there's other places you can go. I swam with the world's largest mammal is a blue whale.
Wow, you swim with that?
Yeah.
He just gump
So
you up like,
dangerous.
She got a lot going on.
But it
That's
was so
really interesting.
dangerous.
damn, because he wouldn't even know he
Oh
ate
my
you. He'd be
God.
like,
Yeah, but you'll be. There's people that
live in there? Moby Dick?
Yeah, yeah. There's people that actually got swallowed by a whale and spit back out. That's a lie.
It was a wild.
For real. You laughing? I'm serious.
Is you serious?
Yes, bro. Look at that. I
What
promise
you,
you.
Ellie, you hear that?
Hold on, what?
Yeah.
Somebody got swallowed by a whale
and spit back out. Yes.
You read that in the Bible, right?
Shit.
No,
I know how to read
I
the
think you need to
Bible.
remember the book.
I don't believe this story.
I'll prove it. I'll prove it later.
We need
I'll
to
prove
Google
it
fact
later.
check this.
Yeah.
I'll prove it later. Don't trip.
You think about Anaconda, the movie.
No, bro, I be looking at weird stuff. You know I do. So
yeah,
I definitely
okay.
seen that.
All right,
but go ahead.
yeah.
It's true about
Well,
that
I'm
blue
not gonna hold a
whale.
candle to that now. I mean, I can get eaten by a whale.
No, I wouldn't even come close to a whale, let alone a dolphin. So you know what I'm saying.
Well,
The experience with that had to be crazy.
Oh, well, it was really interesting because, they asked us, and I mean, I'm out of the country, but like, they asked us, and they're like, okay, do you want to go and swim with these creatures? And I'm like, absolutely. So they're like, okay, at 4 a.m, go and drive to this location. So we're driving in the middle of nowhere. We go to someone's local home.
damn.
And we're like, well, this doesn't
You
seem legit.
fearless.
Yeah, it's more stupid, but for the purpose, we'll call it fearless. And but we go there, and there's this like little, really torn up boat, and swimming with these whales, it's actually illegal. I learned that after, but they're like, okay, so we have to take you off. You have to go into this this person's home. It has to be at nighttime because the Coast Guards are gonna stop. Keep in mind, we get in and there's fishing rods. I'm like, sir, what did you think we were gonna? I planned to swim with these guys, not get on a freaking hook.
Yeah.
And anyways, so the whole point is we get in and we can't have life jackets because if we're wearing bright orange, we're gonna flag down the Coast Guards. So we get out to a certain point. We've got no life jackets. We've got these, tiny little fishing rods, and it's pitch black. And all of a sudden, another boat comes, throws in this like big luggage, just throws it in and drives past. And there's all of the snorkeling gear. And so we stayed out on the water for probably 6 hours waiting for them to breach. And finally they breach, and they're like, okay, well here, I was like, how do we do this? And they're like, here's the game plan. We're gonna drive at 40 knots. And we're gonna see it breach, and we're gonna drive towards it. I'm like, are we forgetting how big these things are? Apparently. And they're like, and you're just gonna jump out in front of it. I was like, what? They're like, no, that's exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna go out, you're gonna jump right in front of it, and that's how you're gonna go and swim with these things. So my fearless dumb my dumb ass did it, and I'm now in the middle of the ocean. Because keep in mind, they're going at 40 knots like this. You jump, the boat's just gone, and you've got no life jacket. You're in the middle of an ocean.
God.
By yourself, or was a lot of you guys swimming?
There were
with?
like 3 or 4 of us. that
Shit,
also-
by yourself.
Yeah, there wasn't many of us.
Oh man, you
And
fearless, Ellie.
it was illegal too. What were they going to do? Call the cops? Like, hey, we lost a tourist. Like that, I was done for. And
Oh my God, that's
What
like
made you like? What was it? An experience that you want to do in your life and say I
The
did it, or
adrenaline or-
just adrenaline? Right? Well, like what?
tequila.
Oh yeah, I know all about that. I know all about that. Yeah.
It was experience. I definitely wanted the experience. It's
Yeah.
the same experience that has me getting up on stage, getting slapped in the face for a
Right.
living. I'm like, sign me up for everything and anything. I want to be able to sit down exactly like we're doing and have these super cool stories.
So where did that come from with you being so fearless and being so outgoing? Did your mom instill that in you, or?
No, very, very strict parents. My dad's a preacher. He's very to the books. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. I wasn't really allowed to, very secluded. Like I would go to my friend's place and they would time it And I'd have to call from the home line so they know it's there. And if I was off by like 2 or 3 minutes, they would panic and I'd have to go like.
Damn, yeah.
And so as soon as I moved out at 15.
Damn.
But then as soon as I turned 18, 2 weeks after, I left and moved to Australia. I left a little pink stick-it note on my mom's dresser that said, going to Australia.
Kadiache, I'm out of this motherfucker. Oh, no.
She's like, get home. And I was like, funny story.
My mama would have came and got me shit. I'm about to beat your ass as soon as I get you.
I know. I was like, well, have fun trying to get me.
I'm in Australia jumping off of boats in the middle of no fucking
going
where.
surfing, going crazy.
I made sure she couldn't get me. And
Man.
here we are.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I've got one brother.
Okay.
He's not as psychotic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it psychotic. I would just say you living your life.
There,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And I
Facts.
love
Facts.
to see that, man.
Thank
That's-
you.
Why not, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So many people go through life and don't get to experience nothing. And to talk to somebody who's been all across the world and doing great things. And I wanted to get to something great that you do as well, something very important. You got these shoes. It's for the St. Jude's charity campaign, right?
Yeah.
I think you said you didn't really think you was going to do a lot with it, but you know what I'm saying? I looked today and it was at $115,000.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you so
amazing.
much. I did not expect anything, honestly. So my rule, I've fought 16 times now. And every single time I fight, my rule is I'm going to get up and I'm going to use it as a platform. I've done it for all of my fights. I did karate combat before this. I raised $30,000 for the Thailand organization that I work with. And this time here, I was like, okay, I've just got to do something, right? And I thought maybe I'd raise like $1,000, $2,000 if I was lucky. Like really didn't put much on it. And you know, after everything happened, Dana, it was funny because again, a tradition for me is after every fight, I call my dad. He's the first person I call. And I'm on the phone with my dad. I'm like, hey, did you see it? Like I knocked her out. Everything's cool. And I get this number and I'm hanging up. And I'm like, dude, if I'm hanging up on you 3 times, I'm busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a text message that goes, Dana White wants to meet you in the back. And I was like, oh, snap, Dad, I gotta go.
Yeah. Talk to you later, Dad.
Yeah, and you know, we go to the back where like everybody watches, you know, everything, and it was a secret room I didn't know existed, but I go back there and he looks at me and he goes, so what's your story? And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I suddenly forgot. So I had to give him the whole rundown, like, this is what I'm doing. I said, by the way, I have these shoes. I said, would it be possible to just sign them so we can increase the value and I can donate more money to St. Jude's? He goes, I'll do you one better. Come into our office on Monday. I'm like, okay. Still have no idea what's going on. Mm-hmm. And I go there and I'm holding the shoes, this, and giving the whole 9 yards. And all of a sudden he starts, you get, you know, VIP experience, will fly you in. You get Powerslap access, UFC access. And I'm standing there, didn't know he was going to do this. And I'm like, trying to, my face, I'm like, stay calm. Holy crap. And I'm looking at, I'm like, man, I want these. And it got to the point and we did the auction, raised $115,000, was incredible. We had everybody come out, experience the whole thing, and it was a hit all the way around.
Shout out to Dana White.
Yeah,
real.
none of this would have been possible without
Look at them as they dope.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah, they were really, really
And then
well
look
done.
at these. I like.
Ooh,
That's pretty dope.
you did that.
Yeah, that's
Thank
pretty
you,
dope.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, none of this would have been possible without Dana and his team and generosity of his resources, and it's far beyond anything I could have ever imagined.
Damn, how's working for Danny? Is he cool guy?
It seems cool.
I met him one time at Durango and shit. I was walking and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That's fucking Dana White. He was like with 2 guys. He wasn't even with a lot of security and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I gotta go say what's up to Dana. I don't know why the fuck this the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, what's everybody? I said, what's up everybody? It's fucking Fridays. Cause you know he be doing this fucking Friday shit.
Oh yeah. But he started laughing.
No, he was
What do you
like,
do?
he laughed and he was like, "What's up, dude?" Shook my hand, was real, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Personable.
Yeah, he was real personable. He was
yeah.
really cool, down to earth,
Yeah.
and he spoke to me. He didn't like brush me off. He
Yeah.
like actually spoke to me.
Yeah, I would have brushed you off. Yeah, but
Damn, ain't that about a bitch?
real quick.
No,
Fuck you. No.
he's really good for making people feel seen and valued, and it's a skill set. And I couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because
Sure you could. You
at
do a
that
lot.
level.
If you could jump in the damn
you can do
ocean.
anything,
Right,
Ellie. You
yeah.
jumped in the middle of
Right.
the fucking ocean.
You should never say can't. I'm surprised
Right.
you probably ain't did, what is that, Mount Everest?
I have.
See?
That was actually funny you
I
said
spoke
that
too
one.
soon.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Wow,
crazy.
tell us about
Yes.
that shit. I don't even want to talk. We just gonna
Right.
let you take this over.
And it's
Ellie.
crazy because I was just watching I Shouldn't Be Alive. And, people was up there, and they almost died. You know what I mean?
It's
Trying to
a
go up
wild
there.
That's
so.
some serious shit.
Yeah. It was funny because I did Egypt right before that, and I was like, well, what's the opposite from the desert and the pyramids? And I was like, oh, Mount Everest. Let's go. And so I went there, and it was a 18-day trek? 16 or 18-day trek. It was like 8 or 9 days up and then 5 or so back down. And it was incredible. One of the best treks I've ever done. I've hiked 4 summits now, but obviously like Everest's its own beast. But it's wild because I remember I got to a point and I was looking down and I saw all of these colors. And I was like, well, what are the colors down there? And he goes, oh, because I was with a Sherpa, and I don't know if you guys know, but like when it comes to Nepal, they don't have last names. They have like, I don't know how to say it properly. But like a Sherpa is someone who goes in the mountains. If you do like woodwork, you have a certain last name. If you do you have names for what you're categorized.
Okay.
at,
Okay.
Right. And Sherpas are very well known. They do excellent in
Altitude?
Thank you. My brain just went nope.
Well, I mean, you've done a lot, so I can understand.
So anyways, and I asked him, he said, oh, well, the last group that I went, there was a big avalanche. And, not everybody made it out. And he went, those are the people that didn't make it out. And it was their colorful jackets, and they were all frozen over, and you could just see them.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it was very emotional on the way up. There's lots of notes. There's lots of, they would drink whiskey and, and you've got permission to, because obviously you want to be very respectful, but there would be things that would be out of place, like a note, and you're like, oh, well, that's clearly not meant to be in the middle of the path. So you go and put it and you'll read it a little bit. And there's a lot of people who are cheersing to people, trying to get to the closest part of heaven to do one last cheer and bringing like loved ones' watches or stuff. It was very emotional.
So did you make it to the top?
No. I did base camp.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
was it windy and shit? I'll be watching the
I thought I was
documentaries.
fit. I was up there. He's like, you wanna build the tent? And I was like, yeah. Start opening it, and I'm like,
but then you're fighting against the oxygen level too, right?
It's really tough. They have certain days where you have to acclimate to it. Mm-hmm. So you'll walk up sometimes. I think the shortest days were like 4 hours you would walk, but you'd walk straight up. And then you would spend the rest of the day at a cabin. And that's because if you continued on, you'd pass out, you'd be sick, you couldn't hold your food. There's a lot of things that could happen. It's very dangerous. You have to acclimate to it. And and then you just see these little old ladies with these massive baskets on them. They've got yak and bison and carrots, and they're just, and you're there like, I'm a young teenager at the time, or like young 20s. And I'm thinking I'm fit, and this little old lady who has to be like 90.
Knocking it out.
Yeah. I'm like,
She probably been doing that shit for years.
Since she was a baby.
yeah, I've got one of my favorite things that I have. It's a Mandela, and it's painted with gold. So there's certain rocks that you can get, and you rub them together, and that's where they get that gold paint. And they took yak. It was crazy because I went up and I kind of just wandered around one day, and I saw there was a monk and an older lady. They invited me in. I had tea and whatever, and this monk had made this beautiful mandala, had pink on it, gold, and he painted it all with a yak tail hair. One single yak tail
What?
hair.
One little hair?
So
It's
a picture of
gorgeous.
Mandela.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, not of like this thing.
Oh, okay.
This fool talking about Nelson
I'm thinking
Mandela.
I was like, that's not
Mandela.
it, correct?
I'm like, I never heard anything else.
No, these things. Oh, like that. Similar to this.
Okay, see, I learned something new every day.
Yeah, damn, that's. Ellie, oh my
like,
God,
no.
is that like? So what would you say is one of the toughest things you've done that pushed you to your limit?
Funny enough, this is I was talking to my dad about it this morning. There's a race. I did an ultra half marathon in Thailand. And out of all, I've done crazy things, but this one kicked my ass, and it shouldn't have. But it was an ultra half marathon, so I think it was like 37 kilometers. Don't ask me what that is in American. I have no idea. Yeah. I don't know what that is in miles. It was a lot. And it was in the middle of monsoon season.
He can't hold it.
And it was in the middle of monsoon season, and we went all the way up. It's over by Myanmar, but it's very hilly there. And it was pouring rain, and you're on the side of a mountain, and you're running through this whole thing, but it's all mud. And
22 miles, by the way.
22 miles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Oh, that's good, man.
I just looked it up. I'm not.
I thought you just did
Come
that.
on, man. I didn't even know what a Mandela was.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, continue.
Anyways, it was all mud, and but like if you were to have fallen, you're going down the side of a mountain, and you're in the middle of a jungle. Like there's no helicopter, there's no. You're gonna have a couple Thai guys running through on a narrow path like this. The whole thing was so dangerous. I ended up losing like 3 toenails or 3 nails.
3 toenails?
Because you're constantly slamming against your shoe, and you're slipping, and you're falling up like sideways. It was the only time in my entire life that I was like, I don't know if I can continue.
Damn.
The only time in my entire life, which is, I've done some wild stuff, but this kicked my ass.
You finished?
Afterwards. I did. I was like, there's no way I'm not doing this.
Ellie! You my hero right now, fam.
I had cuts, bruises. I was like, afterwards, I was like, just get me home. I was like, everyone can screw up.
That's dope. Like, you inspire me.
bad.
Right.
I want to do a couple
Real.
of little things. You know what I mean? I don't know about jumping in the damn water.
I don't want to see you doing it.
I'll run.
Never
I'll
know.
do it.
You want to run? I've got a race coming up on the April 11th. You can
I'm
come
down.
with.
I'm down.
It's 5K.
I'm
I don't
down.
know what that is miles. 3 miles.
I need to get.
It's cool. It's like Spartan race.
Okay,
This,
I'm
this
with it.
dude, he got some cardio.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I got a little
Yeah,
bit.
he perform every night. You know what I'm saying? He get a little. Now me, y'all be carrying my. Oh, help him! Come on, man. You should stay your fat ass at home.
Listen, the prior had a good time.
But yeah, man, that's awesome, man. Everything that you've been doing. So, but when we came here, we was talking, and I heard that you rescued your neighbor from a fire.
Oh my God. Yeah, 2 days before my last event, my last Powerslap event. So October 3rd, beginning of October. And he was in the back, and he's like, hey, like, I think someone's house is on fire. Can you go check? And I run out before I'm like, wait, what? And I go and knock on her door, and she doesn't answer. And I'm knocking even more. I'm like, well, before I jump someone's fence in Nevada where people have guns and
Hell
stuff,
yeah, they do.
I'm like, listen, I'm a little Canadian. I don't fully know the rules, but I know that one. And I knock on her door again. She opens the door. She's got her daughter on the phone, and I'm like, ma'am, I think there's a fire in the back. I just want to double check you're not barbecuing. Like, is everything okay? Yeah, it's fine. And she's on the phone, and I look past her shoulder, and there's a fire there. I'm like, there's a fire right there. She looks, she goes, go ahead. And I run in, and what had happened, I think, is the electrical that got through the chicken wire, and it burnt the furniture that was there, and the furniture was on fire. It burnt the side of her wall, melted the ceiling fan, and we got there in time, got it out, and helped with all of that.
Damn, you saved her life.
Hey, they're gonna end up writing a movie about her.
Right, yeah.
For real. And she still got a lot more to do.
Because I'm not even 30. Let's go.
Look at that.
That's what's up, man. And just think about what we talked about already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jumped in the middle of the ocean. She done helped kids in Thailand.
Yeah.
She's been in India. She's been in all
And
these
she's knocking
countries.
motherfuckers out around the world.
Knocking motherfuckers out. Speaking of knocking motherfuckers out, Powerslap 19.
Yay.
It's coming.
Are you ready for it? I know you
Yes, I am ready for it. So I got a question.
Bring it.
Are you in this competition?
Unfortunately, no. Okay. I was supposed to be, but we've not heard back from my opponent.
Okay.
And now we're just sit and duck. Makes two of us now, I guess.
Is somebody ducking you?
Yeah, someone's ducking. Just a little.
Just a lot of.
Just a lot of.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We gonna put a pin in that.
Yeah.
But I got some predictions for Powerslap 19. It's gonna be a real good card, man. So the Bell versus Darius the Destroyer. Who you got?
I'm gonna say DeBell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't really put nothing like the Bell to the test. I think West did. He got him in that first round, but I don't feel like the Bell going. I think he got this one.
Yeah.
He eats them though.
He do.
Pause.
He just.
No.
I said what I said. I'm not what I meant.
Okay.
Got you.
Sorry.
Then we got the Hawaiian Hitman versus Manu. Now that one right there, I can't call it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Hawaiian. They're just different breeds. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna go Hawaiian.
Man.
They're both Hawaiian, aren't they?
Yeah, they both Hawaiian, but going with the Hawaiian Hitman,
Yeah.
that's a tough one, ain't it?
Yeah.
Because you saying it, you don't look like you really sure.
No,
It's
because now I'm looking at it, I'm like, shit.
Right. That's a hell of a card, man. I can't wait. I'm definitely going to be in the building. We going to be in the building. Ellie, you going to be in the building?
Hopefully.
Yeah, man. So you said you ain't going to be fighting. Somebody ducking you. I want to ask you, do you got any words for Paige VanZant?
Sign the contract. You've heard this a million times. Here's 1,000,001. Sign it. Either sign it or retire. Make a choice.
Damn.
Hey, she's keeping it real.
Damn.
You gotta respect it.
I've tried playing nice. I've tried being respectful. I'm not, losing the respectful side of it, but I've tried getting the message along kindly. But now it's just to the point you're holding up an entire division. It's either I make noise or we continue to sit here and wait. But now I'm not even just fighting for me. I'm fighting for all the females who are all trying for the same goal.
Right.
But, the opportunity has come around where if I don't make noise, nobody gets a shot. So it's unfortunate, but sign it.
Sign the contract, pretty lady. Sign the contract.
You know what I mean? Let's keep this division moving, huh?
Yeah, damn. So, I mean, when you look at it, you know what I'm saying? That's the fight that everybody's pretty much waiting on.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a women's champion?
No, this would be
So
the first
this would
one.
be the first one.
Yeah.
So this is the fight that everybody is.
Sign the contract, pretty lady. Sign the contract.
I'm saying
Said
though.
well by Mike Tyson himself. What
Yeah.
else do you want?
Right.
Damn.
So who else do you need? Sorry.
What would that fight look like for you?
I think I'd wobble her. I think I would wobble her, but I do think it would definitely be a bloodbath. She's a very well-rounded martial artist, and she's got a chin on her. She's, strong as nails. Unfortunately for her, so am I. So listen, I don't know what it is. I'm definitely going to be one of her hardest challenges, but either take the challenge or step back. Make a choice, because it's been a year since she went on stage and said, everybody needs a belt. I'm ready for a belt. Let's give it to the women's division. It's been a year now. We've now have the opportunity. Why are you suddenly not making noise? So the entire female division is just waiting for her to do something.
So all the other females know that she's holding everything up?
Yes.
okay.
Everybody in Powerslap knows that she's holding it up. And unfortunately, I will be on the sideline until she makes some kind of decision.
So they won't strip her of the belt if she don't have a certain amount of fights, like in boxing.
Right.
They'll strip you if you not.
You can't just hold the belt.
Yeah.
They'll take it from you.
She barely wants to get upstage for the belt. What do you mean strip? She doesn't have it yet.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing: she's gonna get
Facts.
on. She barely wants to get up for the belt in the first place, and we have to push this hard for it. What happens if she does get the belt? We really think that she's gonna be eager to get up there again.
Right.
Like, what do you want to do? We're holding up. This is the only sport that I'm aware of that when somebody doesn't make noise, the whole thing stops. Everybody else is like, oh, you don't want it? All right, cool, move on. Why are we not moving on?
Do you think it's because it's such a new sport?
It's a new sport. She is who she is. She's got tons of followers, tons of eyes, tons of supporters. Of course, I understand the hype. I understand they want to put her up there. However,
You got to fight.
let's go. You can't hold everything up. If she wants to go on later, all right, let us get the belt. And if you decide you want to come up for it, come after. You can go whenever
That's
you
dope.
want.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah.
like, if you don't want it now, okay, let us continue. And when you're ready, then come along.
Do you need her permission as far as what you said? Let us continue. You know, or are
She
you
needs to
talking-
retire.
Oh, she'll have to retire.
She needs to retire. Right now, the situation, how it is, and this is the frustrating part of it, is they're saying that there's not enough females in the women division. There's 11 of us and growing. There were 5 when the men first got it. How are there not enough females?
Yeah.
We're making noise. We're calling out each other. We're making more noise than Powerslap themselves right now. Us girls are like, we're calling her, put us on, we're contacting them, we want to go. We're getting nothing. So it's, okay, we're doing all the marketing for you. Why are you not promoting us then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the Mike Tyson video, and this is just frustration from myself, even the Mike Tyson video, Powerslap didn't support it. They didn't like it. They didn't comment on it. They didn't do anything with it. I had Mike Tyson watch me knock someone out, and I promoted your sport to Mike Tyson. Nothing.
Damn.
Not a thank you, not a good job, nothing at all.
Hey Paige, I'm Canadian. I don't really know how to say this, but I think I know someone who does.
Sign the contract, pretty lady. Sign the contract.
Hold on, though. Hold on. Before we go further, do you got a pretty filter on, Mike Tyson?
Hilarious.
Is this a
It's the lighting of it.
You got a
That's
filter.
some good ass lighting,
That
huh?
one. That was
She got a
lighting.
pretty filter on Mike Tyson, man.
You got freckles and shit.
I was like, hold on once, man. He got a pretty filter on. Look at him. So, a fight with her, do you think it would go the distance or you think you would knock her out?
I think it would go the distance, but I definitely think that I've got the most chance to knock her out. Given like her other opponents that she's had, I think I train harder. I'm taking it like a real sport. And as Powerslap progresses, people are starting to, like, more athletes are coming in now, where before it wasn't necessarily taken as seriously. But I definitely think that the possibility of it is much stronger now. Yeah, I think the chance is there, but I do think that she's got that dog in her.
Is anybody else in the women's division you got your eye on?
I think Chelsea would be an excellent person to go against. She went the rounds with Paige. She held herself extremely well. You know, she trains, she takes it seriously. She takes this like a sport, not just entertainment. I think that would be an incredible match.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, so make that happen then, and she'll have to watch on the sidelines and be like, okay, you know.
Listen, again, but however, it's
Sign the contract, pretty lady.
yeah.
Sign the contract. The sport needs it. And that's the
Yeah.
one thing I say about Powerslap is Powerslap is awesome. We go to all the damn near all the events, but you need that banter. You need that storyline for people to want to come in and watch it even more. Just like WWE.
Facts.
You need those characters and storylines. So this right here is perfect for the women's first championship. And like I'm saying it now, you will be the first women champion in Powerslap.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm calling it now.
History.
History.
Making.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Glad to be a part of it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
thank you guys so
That's what's
much.
up. That's what's up. So in Powerslap, I feel like it's 3 things in Powerslap that you got to have. Number 1 is technique.
Oh, the first one.
That's technique. That's technique right there. Number 2 is defense.
Well, it wasn't much of a defense.
Nothing. And number 3 is power.
Damn. Man, she came with them damn poetic justice braids, didn't she?
Slap them motherfuckers off quick like, who you damn. Look at her. Where I'm at.
I thought that was Ice Spice or some shit.
She slapped,
What is that?
she slapped her motherfucking braids. She turned to a totally different person, dog.
Light skin to black skin.
You should have seen her when she came out. She was twerking and shit. You know what I'm saying? And she just knew she had it. But see, like at this moment, look at that technique.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, fuck somebody up.
Strength, defense, and technique. Look at that technique right there. Oh, now she Ice Spice.
That would have been me too with this shit.
Man, have you ever been down, Ellie?
Knock on wood. No, I have not.
Damn, that's
No,
what's
she
up.
was actually, she was knockout number 10 for me. I've knocked out
10.
9 girls before her. And I told her that. And she still came in with this. And she's like, I didn't expect it. I'm like, I don't know what else I could have done.
You told her. You said, I told you.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
She said, I don't know.
She has fully admitted. She's like, oh, I had no idea that you fought. I had no idea that you had that power. I said, I fought before that, like actual Muay Thai fighting, 14 fights. And I've knocked out 9 girls. And I told her that to her face. And she's like, oh, I didn't know.
So you're talking about in a Muay Thai fight, 14 fights, you knocked out 9 girls before this whole slap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Ellie the Great. That should be on there.
Facts.
We
Salute to
giving
you.
you a new nickname. Ellie the Great, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm sure you're inspiring to a lot of. You should speak to some like high schools. I don't know if you do. You probably do. I'm not gonna
open.
underestimate you. You know, but that you would be a great speaker to them, an inspiration for sure.
Thank you.
She also
Thank you so
played
much.
rugby for what? 15 years? How long? did you
Oh
play?
God, yeah, 15 years. Played for Team Thailand.
That's rougher than regular American football.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Yeah, I was watching it when I was in New Zealand in the hotel. That's all they had on.
Was rugby?
What's it called? The
Hell yeah.
black New Zealand?
All Blacks.
All Blacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was always on TV, and I'm like, damn, that shit look dangerous, you know?
Oh, I love it. I live for it. It's so much fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you say rugby over the NFL?
I'm scared to say that in America.
Well,
no, it's
shit,
your
ain't
opinion.
nobody
It's just
fuck
a
'em. I
sport.
got your back.
Rugby. For sure.
They gonna fuck me. She gonna help me and shit.
No, I love rugby. I think it's so much fun. It's straight all adrenaline. Like it's not that stop and go. It's just everything is at war. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yes, you are. So I have another question. What's your what else do you want to accomplish or achieve?
Oh my God. So my goal since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to own an orphanage. It's been my goal forever. It's why I've traveled the world. It's why I've, studied to be an English teacher. It's why I put myself in the positions that I put myself in. At this point, I know I'm not responsible enough to know how to work all of the backgrounds to that. But until then, the goal is just to be a voice, provide money for people who are responsible enough to know how to run that. Because I did shadow someone, the orphanage that I worked at before. I shadowed her, and she told me, the taxes and the NGOs and how to, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes into it. But I would love to have my hands in something where I could always give back, either be there, give back in some way, but just continuing to flow. That's my goal. That's my goal why I got into martial arts. That's
Damn.
Shout out to you.
I love that.
thank
that's
you.
everything.
That's really good. That's a really good answer.
It's a great answer.
You ask people, and you usually hear stuff like that, and just to,
Usually you don't never hear shit like that.
yeah.
Honestly-
Well, she from Canada. She ain't from America.
I ain't never heard
Motherfuckers
of
in
Americans
America.
say-
That's what I'm saying. Them motherfuckers like shit. I
You
want
right,
to,
you
but
right.
no, that's amazing, man.
Thank you,
That-
genuinely.
and you're gonna do it too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's
Yeah,
up.
you are.
Genuinely,
That's what's
I believe that is the only reason why I've made it so far in life.
Yeah.
The only reason. And again, what Dana did is a perfect example of this. However, things like this have happened a lot where people are just like, I like where you're at. I like what you're supporting. And they'll help. And that's kind of what's brought me where we are. But again, like I said, Dana, if it wasn't for those St. Jude's shoes, for something that let me do something that's bigger than myself, he would have just gone, hey, tell me your story. Cool. Have a good day.
Yeah.
And we would have seen none of this.
Damn.
But again, doing something for something that's much bigger than myself is exactly what has brought me to where I am, like the Dana situation.
Love that. You know, because you're a good person. And one thing
you can
about,
tell from your background, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I was just going to say, good people, you know what I'm saying? It's good to meet good people because everybody ain't bad people. Nowadays, you kind of be kind of weary of who you let be around. You know, it's hard to let people in on you because there's so many bad people. But the good people always say we need to stick together because the bad motherfuckers are sticking together against us.
Facts, man, real shit. Like you never know what ulterior motive that person has. So, like you said, we're really people, and shout out to you.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
real.
And your folks. You know what I mean? Your parents.
Thank you. Yeah.
You have good people around you. You know what I'm saying? So,
that was honestly probably one of the hardest things of moving to America because I've been living out of America for 12 years now. Or 10 years. 10 years now in America. And that was the hardest part is having to relearn people and their motives and how they work. Because when you go to different countries, it's pretty much like, hey, let's just,
facts.
I've gone into people's homes thinking they were restaurants, and they're like, "No, but here's some food. Here, let's." But that's just normal. Everyone is genuinely happy. If you see someone happy here, you're like, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
I mean, America is a melting pot. You know, so it's a lot of different ethnicities. When you go to different countries, it's more of a tradition. So they have different type of respect over the land and people. You know, what I mean? They've been there centuries. You know what I mean?
You walk in somebody's house here in Milwaukee, they're gonna hit you in the head.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Damn, and then you move from the great. I love America. Don't get me wrong. I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? But you move straight to hell, Sin City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We threw ourselves in the deep end for sure.
Which I love Las Vegas. A lot of people say, "Well, you live in Las." I'm like, yeah. Las Vegas ain't the Strip. You know what I'm saying? It's places off the Strip where the locals go.
Yeah.
I don't really go to the Strip, period, unless it's like an event or something like that. But living in Las Vegas is great, man. Now that we got sports here now.
It's fun here.
It's fun here.
The weather is some good people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
weather is. I can deal with the desert. I definitely got to go to Hawaii for a little bit to. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
To get a little water because my motherfucking body, my skin be like
drying up out here.
Hell yeah! If it had a beach out here.
Oh man, prices would go.
It would go up, and then it'd be overpopulated.
Oh God, for sure.
So you lost 21 pounds in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that was tough. The first one with Mikey, Paige had a neck injury, and I stepped in 3 weeks' notice, and that was had to lose a lot of weight to be able to get there, and that last bit. Like the night before when I had to lose all the water, I think I passed out 6 times. I had a burn on my leg for the longest time from the bath. Like barely survived.
You passed out 6 times?
Yeah.
That's not even healthy.
Yeah, like
no, not at all. Do not recommend it. But the opportunity.
Damn.
It was opportunity. I got to go up, and it's led me to where we are, and it's put your head down and
discipline.
grind.
What was you eating? Peanuts? What the fuck?
Tears.
Damn, yeah.
No, it was egg white shrimp and green beans.
Every day.
Every meal, every day.
Shrimp and green beans.
Could you do it?
I mean, depending on the situation, I wouldn't want to, but I don't know.
It was really good purse and a really good opportunity to get in front of Dana. At that point, I still wanted to try to fight. It's clearly opened a lot of doors, so I'm very glad that I did it. But
would you do UFC?
Probably. Listen, opportunities. If the opportunity came up, yes. That was one of the reasons why I actually moved to America, was because, the fight culture is so much not stronger, because Thailand, obviously, it's very strong. But this type of fight it's obviously the fight capital of the world and the opportunities and everything else. So it's what got me here in the first place, and then Powerslap kind of got me sidetracked.
And then being right here in Las Vegas, where the UFC headquarters is at,
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost perfect.
I was training there for a while.
Oh, you was?
Yeah, they had a good class there.
Man, shout out to Taj. I don't know why I just thought about him because I be looking at his stories and stuff, and he be up in there doing this shit, man. Taj and Wes, they both came here.
Shout out to them.
And they spoke so highly of you.
Yeah,
they was
they
like,
did. Thank you,
yo,
boys.
we got to bring Ellie in, man. Ellie is the next bitch thing and Powerslap. You know, she great. She a great person. You know what? I agree.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I appreciate y'all, Ellie and Wes, for looking out for us, man,
Shout out
and
to them.
introducing us to Ellie. Because Ellie is definitely somebody who, you know, a great person, man.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
The most
very
interesting woman in the world.
Ooh, I like that.
Thank you.
I mean, if you can lose 21 pounds in 3 weeks, God damn.
Yeah, that's it. If you can lose it, because some people can try.
Oh, believe me, I'll put it back on like that.
Yeah.
Like when I got on stage, I think I was probably back to where I started.
Damn.
Just out of water and carbs, and you lose it fast, you put it on fast.
What was
That's
that
how
first meal like?
It was cinnamons.
Cinnamons.
Cinnamon bun, sorry.
Cinnamons?
Oh yeah, I was like, you should have seen my TikTok after. It was all just food. I was like, I can't eat it, but I'm a food porn for sure. That's all I was doing.
Speaking of Powerslap, who would you consider the face of Powerslap?
Females or males?
Both.
Isaiah and Paige, I think.
Isaiah.
Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
I mean,
What would you say?
I like Isaiah. I met Isaiah at the last event, Powerslap 18. We was kicking it like we knew each other for 10 fucking years.
He's
You know what I'm
excellent. He
saying?
could walk into a room full of foreigners and he'd be like,
Yeah, I
besties.
could tell he made me feel comfortable as hell.
Yeah.
Gave me the belt and shit like that.
Yeah, he's
I
great.
would say, you know, I like Isaiah too. If the crazy would have pulled that one off against Wolverine, I probably would have put him. But I mean, you got the Wolverine.
I think the thing is when it comes to Powerslap is, yeah, you obviously like having the belt and winning helps. But in this sport in particular, you need to be a character. You need to be loud. You need to want to market. And that's what Hawaiian and Isaiah do extremely well, is that Isaiah is out there with his belt all the time. Guarantee you will not see that guy without his belt.
Smart.
But then you've got Hawaiian, and he's got that really, really big energy. And then you have people like Wolverine. Excellent. He's a great athlete.
But he ain't gonna do no social
he's-
media
No marketing.
shit, no marketing.
He's very quiet. He's very respectful. He's got that southern hospitality. But it's when you think of the face, unfortunately, you're not thinking of Wolverine every time. Sometimes for sure, but
Yeah.
You
need to be a
gotta
character.
know the sport to know who
Exactly.
he is.
You got to
know
be
what
a
I'm saying?
character and break out of the Powerslap mold because it already has a tainted view on it, right?
Yeah.
You need to be bigger than that,
Yeah.
and that's the challenge.
Where you see the sport at in the next 5 years?
Okay. I think it will do very well if they continue to help the athletes and market the athletes. If they continue to help market us, listen, we already get all the hate from everybody. Powerslap stupid, it's CTE, blah, blah. We don't want that. We want the sport to do well. We want it to do just as well as everybody else.
Right.
Because that insight is also being blamed on us.
Right.
So we want the sport to do well so we don't look like idiots. However, if they don't promote us and all of the marketing that we're trying to do, I don't see it being as big as it has the potential to be. I think you help us, we help you. And right now, how it is, it's they're, like I said with the Mike Tyson video, they're not helping us to the extent that I think they could.
So they can support you more.
Yeah.
Do you just think that maybe they paying a little more attention to UFC and not Powerslap at this point in time? Because, I mean, it's nothing for them to put y'all...
Well, here's the thing. The UFC has a UFC team.
Right.
WWE has a WWE team. Powerslap has a team. Where are they?
Right.
Where are they?
Yeah.
You've got girls. I'm going to speak on behalf of girls because that's who I'm around. But you've got girls calling out each other left, right, center. We're making promos. We've got people checking all of these things, and we're seeing no support. If you were to blast us at the same level as Slap News blasts all of their athletes, I could see it doing much better. We've got athletes, and I say this because I do a lot of the interviewing for the Powerslap athletes. There are some incredibly talented and smart people who are on that stage, and people don't even know. People think Powerslap and they think, oh, you guys are idiots. Your CTE, all of these. It's got a really bad name on it. Really? But you've got Isaiah, who's landing shit on Mars. Like, what? Then you've got, I forget his name, but he's building his own plane. You've got Hawaiian, who runs like 7 businesses. Those are just 3 people off the top of my head. So why aren't you marketing those extremely smart, talented, well-off people and going, listen, we're not grabbing idiots. This is a sport, and people are smart, and we're not...
And they have a background.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think if they were to change the marketing to the point of like, we're not grabbing idiots, we are grabbing actual athletes.
Professionals.
You would change the stigma from being a CTE belt to what people think it is now.
See, I love it so much that I don't feel that way because I've took the opportunity to come to an event.
But that's exactly
it.
And
once you go to an event, you see that it's not that. The event is one of my favorite events, you know, that I go to. I try to make every one of them. And I don't know. I never thought about it that way, but I can see where you're coming from as far as the stigma. But if anybody who think that, you fucking wrong. It's definitely a sport. And
I mean, you have bare knuckle fights, you know, that's CTE, you know, on steroids.
Would you consider boxing more dangerous than Powerslap?
Yes. But here's how I look at it, and you come at me if you need. But and I've explained this to people. It's with with MMA, boxing, any of that, you get knocked out. I'm going to speak on behalf of...
Damn, you heard that? That was
sorry.
My bad.
She scared you a little bit?
Hell yeah. I was like, fuck shit.
But with like MMA or something, we saw it with, oh my God, who was it? Macy Barber, thank you. Where she got knocked down, she hit the ground, and before her body had time to touch the floor, she was already got hit one more time and put in a chokehold. Powerslap. You go on a night, you got people resting no ass down slowly
and on a pillow.
Yeah, right?
Right.
And I'm like, but with MMA, boxing, all of these things, you're relying on the ref to stop it. So yeah, you're going to get CTE. Well, not you're going to, but you have the risk of CTE in any of those sports. But Powerslap is at least your one, cool, all right, we'll rest you down, good.
Damn.
Like, rather than let me knock you out while you're unconscious, I'm going to still throw hands, break your orbital bones, break everything else. Like, but that's so socially acceptable.
I understand.
Because they marketed it properly. Right. Why are we not marketing Powerslap to the same level of going, here, this is a sport. There's so that's, I think Powerslap has the potential if the marketing is done in a strategic way, which I feel like it's being slept on a little bit.
Damn. Yeah. Well, you know, we got shows like us and Slap News and stuff that's going to do our part
and support y'all.
To support y'all and help put y'all, because the laboratory, we have a whole different audience than probably the majority of the Powerslap. We come from the hip hop culture and all that, so we're putting that out. You know what I'm saying, to our people too. And I'm bringing my uncle from Milwaukee. He coming to see it. Yeah. Usually when I come, I bring people from out of town to come, and everybody who came loved it.
The atmosphere is unreal.
Everybody who came loved it.
And when you're watching it live, you have so much respect for the athletes.
Strikers. Yeah. Damn, what is it like up there though? Like,
it's hard because I'm probably one of the most calm athletes on there. You really don't see anything. You get up there, and for me personally, is you're locked in, you see nothing. If you see anything, you're not locked in. But I know people who, they feed into the crowds. I know a lot of the wrestling community, they feed into the crowd because that's their job, with wrestling. But it's fun. The environment is there. You've got the support. Yeah.
I mean, staring down the barrel of the gun like this,
Pause.
Then,
I have to say,
staring down the barrel of the gun, my boy. Right hand on 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feed into it.
And you can't move. If you move, you catch the flinching, and then you get another one. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
That is diabolical. Whoever came up with that rule.
We're tired of all the playing around, just knock people out.
But you know what? That's old school though.
Two for flinching for sure.
Yeah, that's old school.
But I mean, just think about it. Now, what you think about the rule with now the champions strike first?
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of hard because if you're a champion because you've knocked someone out, how is the other person going to get any kind of opportunity?
You got
you're already at the leverage of being the champion.
I mean, but what comes with that? Just having a belt? You know, you need some type of advantage for the next. You need something.
You're completely right.
Yeah. I think that I agree with it.
Yeah.
But you basically getting a 2-for-1 against the champion, like you said.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. But what else is good for being a champion if you got to come out and take some punishment right out the gate?
Right.
Completely right. Yeah.
And you said something about if you don't see anything, then you're not focused. But if you are focused and you see something, like can you say that one more time? I thought that was pretty cool. If
you get on there and you're focused, or if you see everything, you're not focused. But if you're focused, you don't see anything around you. I actually read that in something similar in the Alchemist. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, very familiar. Yeah,
my people. And it's exactly of this guy who walks around this amazing mansion or castle, and he's got a spoon, and the guy goes, take this spoon, walk around the mansion. He comes back and there's no water in the spoon. And he goes, now focus on the water. And he doesn't see a single thing. And it's just, that's exactly where your focus should be. What you need to focus on should be the only thing. And when you come out with Powerslap, with MMA, with whatever your goal is in life, not even fighting.
Yeah.
If that's what your focus is, ignore the noise. Because the noise is going to be what screws you up.
I like that.
Can I hear that applaud?
Oh, you want to applaud? There you go, my boy.
Thank you. Come on now, you got to be on it, baby.
No, I was You're right. But I was just thinking about what she said, though. That goes along the lines for a lot of things. I mean, just life in general. Right. Keep that shit focused, you know what I'm saying? And block out the noise, and you'll be good. So check this out, Ellie. I do this thing where I ask people, you know what I'm saying, you mess with this or you mess with that. And then you tell me which one you like better. Is you cool with that?
Yeah, let's go.
You down? So, you like nights or early mornings?
Early mornings.
Rugby or American football?
Rugby.
A cute picture or a nice video?
Cute picture.
A viral 5th round knockout or a first round flawless win?
Knockout.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
A cat or a dog? Yeah.
I was like...
Chill at the beach or go out, hang out in the big city?
Oh, beach.
Cardio or weight training?
Weights.
Hair or nails done?
I have to choose?
Yeah.
Nails. I don't know why I didn't think I could choose that one.
Netflix and chill or hit up a movie?
Netflix and chill.
Powerslap or MMA?
Powerslap.
Ellie, you survived rapid questions with me, Plaz. Pretty good answers. You know
great answers.
I agree with
it. Except the early mornings. but she's, I would say, adrenaline, like junkie.
Adrenaline junkie?
Yeah, so that coincides with early mornings. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's adrenaline junkie off the top. That's dangerous to me.
See, you won Rookie of the Year too, right? I was then glossed past that. Damn.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a really cool thing to be able to experience that for the girls in the sport especially. I think for things like this, is like, it's very easy for it to be male dominant with you guys are stronger. You've got, there's more of you guys. There's all of these different things. And for us to be able to take at least one of them. Because if I were from the outside and there were no girls and I still got the knockout, I'd sit here and be like, well, I don't know what I need to do. Like, what do you want me to do? So, I'm very happy it was me, but I'm glad that they put at least one girl on there to show future contenders listen, there's room. Let's go. Let's get more girls in here. Let's make some noise.
What did that come with when you got the Rookie of the Year? Is it just a title
Thumbs
or
up.
a thumbs up? Huh? Yeah.
Hey, it's part of her story.
It's time to step it up, man. We need some awards, some rings, like the NBA do. You know what I'm saying? We need something. Goddamn.
Get some coupons, like,
you know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Coupons,
We
get
gotta
her to
do
sign
something.
a contract,
Come on,
something.
man. You got the product right there. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, just go ahead and put a little more into it, and it'll flourish because, especially the women's division, like you said, we had Jackie Cataline on here, and then we had Jess.
Jesse Rubio?
Yeah, Jesse Rubio came on.
Yeah.
And it was just cool to talk to the women strikers and just get y'all point of view on it.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the female strikers versus the men when you speak to us, or our viewpoint on things?
The dudes are definitely more
Aggressive.
you know what I'm saying? Definitely more
Yeah.
and the women are, you know what I'm saying, a lot more nicer.
But secretly knock you out.
But I was about to say, but tough as a motherfucker though, because Jackie was in here. She's looking like she could have just squashed everybody's head off like.
Nah, that's
But it
just
seemed like
Jackie
they
in general.
it
She'll
seemed
walk
like-
around.
Right. It seemed like they're respectable towards each other, the
Yeah.
females. But the guys, it's like they ready.
The macho.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Like I met a few of them and very nice people. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about the sport, definitely a lot more.
Yeah. I think, especially with like the men, I think a lot of them are experiencing this type of culture for the first time, like the fight culture, standing on stage, having the big names and the big people looking at. And that's super exciting. However, for the girls, it's a little bit different because you're not going to take a normal girl off the street. Rarely, you take a normal girl off the street. They're going to be like, "You want me to what?" Like you're grabbing mainly fighters. We fought in front of people. We know what it's like to be like, "All right."
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think that's one of the biggest things as well. The guys are just like, "Okay, now's my time to show," and us girls are like, "Well, we've probably already done some level of this." So
Yeah, because everybody who came in had a background in MMA.
Yeah.
And
The
they
females,
like,
right.
Yeah, like I could take a slap. If I could take a punch, I could take a slap.
I mean, they've
that
been
was my
slapping
logic.
each other since they was females been slapping each other since, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
They used to
true.
that shit. You know what I mean? Some dudes have never had a fight. You feel me? So,
yeah.
What you think about the wrestlers coming into the sport?
Plot twist. That was a plot twist. I think it's a double-edged sword. In my opinion, it's a double-edged sword. It's excellent because at the end of the day, Powerslap is entertainment. That's what it is. You want the knockouts. Why do you want the knockout? You want the entertainment.
right.
So you want to have characters. You don't want to have people like, and I'm at fault for this because I'm very calm when I go on, right? And that's not what's going to get people going crazy, right? What have people going crazy for me is that I perform well, not that I walk out performing well.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you've got the wrestlers, and the wrestler like Haley, right? Haley's a great example. She's going, she's feeding the crowd. She's excellent at what she does.
But you wasted too much energy though.
That's why I don't do it.
Because I was Wes put me on that. He said, you want to stay locked in and cool.
Yep.
You don't want to exert yourself too much. You want to save that energy.
Well, I made that mistake my very first fight. I watched all the Rocky movies, and you're in the corner, you're going. And so I did that for my first fight, and I got in the ring and went, okay.
Damn.
So ever since I am the most calm person. I've got music on, very calm. I even had my last coach for the last one. He's like, come on, like, give me something. And I'm like, yeah, grr. That's it. Like, that's it. That's as far as you're getting from me. Because I want my energy to be where we saw my energy was. But back to the wrestler side of it, it's a double-edged sword because you've got the entertainment side of it. However, if they're not able to perform, now you're taking away the athletic side of it.
Ooh, I see what you did there. Yeah.
Right? Not to say that they're not athletes. They are.
They got to prove that they can perform.
Yes. You've got to be entertaining like a wrestler, but you need to be strong as a bull like an MMA fighter, right? But MMA fighters, we'll say UFC, for example, some of them now, especially now that social media is bigger, but before that, they didn't have personalities. Connor was probably one of the biggest ones to like, hey, let's make some noise and look at what we can do with it. But before that, we're a skilled fighter. I'll fuck you up, call it a day. Cool.
That's it, yeah.
They didn't need to have a personality. But now you can't go on stage and not perform, but you also can't go on stage and not have a personality. So it's that double-edged sword. They're very entertaining, but they need to be able to hold up during the actual event.
So this is a big fight for what's his name, who's fighting for the first time from the WWE, the former champion.
Jacob.
What's his name?
Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
Did I say it?
Jack Swagger.
Yeah, Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger. Okay.
I was like, did I hear that?
But for him to come into the sport, it's going to be important for the other wrestlers to see this because I don't know, man. This ain't WWE. Yeah. I ain't saying he ain't tough and he can't take it, but
this is going to be the challenge.
This is going to be the challenge that you was talking about, and I'm very interested to see what happened in that match. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking, what WWE character do I think would be good in Power Slap? Like maybe Brock Lesnar or some motherfucking body.
Ain't nobody going to slap that.
He like a juggernaut. You got
he's slapping your head off.
Like who else would you? Who would you say? The Rock,
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman Reigns would be fun.
Roman Reigns to slap your fucking head off quick like.
Sir, Sin, if you're listening to this, can we get him on there? Please.
He's like, how much?
What about you think Ronda Rousey can be in there?
Ooh, that'd be dope.
Ooh, she's a different. Her neck is not even a neck. She's just. I think she'd do well.
You think you can slap her out though?
I'm gonna have to humble myself on this one.
Okay,
I think go around. I don't know if I'd be. Her neck is just. It's strong.
Or Cyborg.
Oh, Cyborg. Yep. Think she'll be able to last?
I think that one would be a toss-up. Definitely challenging. We're definitely starting to get to the challenging one.
Amanda Nunes?
What's your thoughts?
You'll bite your hand. I don't know.
Zhang Weili?
Oh. No, I don't think so.
Nah.
I don't know. But I'm also judging strictly off the reason why I don't want people to judge me, off their body structure. That's literally it. But how am I to judge when literally that's how everyone was judging me and why I'm always the underdog? So at this point, I don't know.
Damn.
But yeah, I definitely think that they're gonna pivot Power Slap either in a good way or a bad way, but I don't know at this point.
I think they should go all out before it. I think they need to go all out ASAP. You know, I think the sports need it. You know what I mean? This sport need it because it has a lot of potential. So.
And what better way to lead with women? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to see a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then the talent is there, just like WNBA.
Yeah.
Back then, people didn't want to watch it because I feel like the talent wasn't all the way there. But now you go to a WNBA game, they balling just like the men are.
Yeah, they are.
So I definitely think. I think they're going to do it, man. I think the sport got a little bit more to it, man. Like I said, you just need those characters, and you need them to push that out. And that way, you know what I'm saying?
The more you can push us out, the more we want to bring other people on.
Yeah.
We want to see the sport do just as well.
Yeah.
It will. Before we get out of here, you got anything you want to say?
It was a pleasure, you know.
Thank you so much.
To meet you both.
Yeah.
And it's definitely inspirational.
Thank you very
I'm going to do
much.
something. I ain't jumping in the water, though, but I'm going to do something.
Sorry, we got a race in a couple days.
Yeah, we're going to do that race.
Oh, I might have to come.
You're going to have to come with me, bro.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'll hand you some water and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you can do it, though. I know you got it.
It's crawling in the mud. It's like carrying the heavy bags and under the barbed wire.
I'm going to see my brother down.
Yeah, bring your twin brother.
It's April 11th.
Okay.
Only 3 miles.
Okay, what time?
Oh, I think I signed up for 8 a.m.
8 a.m.?
Maybe 9.
Damn.
I'll double check.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, it's really fun. I've done a bunch of them. It's really, really fun.
That's dope. Okay.
All right.
Now we're about to have some random strangers show up.
Right.
They'll be like, wait, where are you?
So we want to say we appreciate you coming, Ellie. We got you a live pack. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
Straight from us. Yeah, you can open it up. Go ahead, open it up, fam.
Try not to knock anything over.
Yes.
No shot.
I gave you the hookup too.
Dang, this is nice too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hold on, where's the camera that I need to show
Right here,
it to?
this one right
that
here.
One? We got a sticker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Nice little shirt for you, you know.
Nice.
You know, make you want to work out in it or something, you know, whatever.
We work out.
And then the shorts, you know what I'm saying?
The Laker colors.
Yeah.
What's this?
Those are some laboratory earbuds, wireless earbuds.
It's just fantastic because I've been looking at buying some recently. So it's spot on.
There
Thank you
go.
so much.
There you go. There you go.
The lab pack.
Yes, sir. Only for the legends, man. We
Only.
appreciate you coming. But before you get out of here, Ellie, I'm going to give the floor to you. Last words to Paige VanZant.
Sign the contract. Yeah, either sign it or retire. There's no more choice in this. Stop holding everybody up. We're tired of waiting. You've had a year. You want the belt? Show up or get off. We're not playing anymore.
Damn. There it
She
is.
said a year.
Yeah.
There it is, man. It's the laboratory, man. Thanks for checking us out. Make sure y'all hit up the website, implaz.com. Make sure y'all check out Powerslap 19, too. That's going to be going down. And hit up the website and make sure y'all follow Ellie at
Ellie Dempster on all platforms.
There it is, man. It's the motherfucking laboratory. We up out this thing. Let's go.